Did you see that?
See what?
Look, over there. That orange fluttering in the tree. There's another one.
Ah, those are monarch butterflies.
What kind of butterflies?
Monarchs. They're feeding on nectar in the native meadow along this road. They're iconic pollinators that migrate from Canada to Mexico every year. But now, they're an endangered species.
I've never heard of them.
They play a very important role, and it's important that we do everything we can to help them. When we support the restoration of monarch habitat, we are not only supporting the habitat for thousands of other species, but we also improve the environment's ecological function. Restoring habitat for monarch butterflies can enhance ecological functions by improving the soil, which can help reduce flooding and soil erosion, and even sequester carbon.
Nature is amazing. So what can we do to protect this endangered species?
We all need to do our bit, no matter how small. Roads are an important part of urban development and society, but it doesn't end there. One small change that could make a big difference is creating a habitat for monarchs alongside our roads.
But how?
I'm Nikolai Tonello.
I am Bethany Ashcroft. And this is Sounds Like Infrastructure.
Highway 407 ETR passes through Toronto in Canada, with a vast network of junctions and access points for vehicles entering and exiting the city. In fact, it's located in one of Canada's most densely populated areas, and one of the busiest in the whole of North America. That's precisely why Highway 407 ETR, developed and operated by Ferrovial, was built here.
The Canadian Wildlife Federation is a non-profit organisation dedicated to wildlife conservation. It's teaming up with 407 ETR to help transform roadside and rights-of-way in municipalities surrounding the highway corridor into meadow habitat for monarchs and other pollinators. Tracy Etwell is a restoration ecologist at the Canadian Wildlife Federation.
The monarch butterfly is an awe-inspiring, amazing creature that we get about 10% of the North American population spending part of their summer here. And so for our part, it's really important that we're providing this meadow habitat to support monarchs. So that includes the milkweed species, which they need to raise the caterpillars on, which is the host plant. They can't raise their butterflies if they don't have access to milkweeds. And also important is the nectar and pollen resources of the flowers that will flower in these types of meadows over the season. By providing this habitat for the monarch, there is also resources for other small pollinators, small mammals, and birds. So it's a win-win for the environment.
I can see that we need to make a change, but I'm not sure how a highway can help to achieve this.
Well, a good first step is to consider the type of vegetation to replant alongside highways. This depends, to a large extent, on the actions of each community. Roadsides can be replanted with a mix of native seeds that will add value and provide the space that native species need to thrive, rather than opting for standard grass. This process is known as active restoration. According to data from the Canadian Wildlife Federation, if we continue to replant in this way, we will see a habitat with a diverse mix of native grasses and between 20 and 25 species of wildflowers growing naturally in just 3 years. Victoria Woodhouse is the Habitat Program Manager for the Rights of Way as Habitat Project at the Canadian Wildlife Federation.
So we will be forming a community of practice with municipalities that are adjacent to the 407 ETR. So we will be forming partnerships with staff within the municipalities that may include roadside and operations staff. They may include city councilors and mayors. And we'll be working with them to provide training and resources to learn how to restore habitat on their roadsides in support of monarch. So we will be providing resources such as how to do active and passive restoration. We'll be doing webinars. We'll be hosting meetings for rights-of-way managers to learn from one another. And then we will be taking what they have learned and putting it into practice to do the actual restoration on the roadsides.
With support from Highway 407 ETR, this project seeks to transform rights-of-ways into sustainable landscapes, supporting local biodiversity and promoting the importance of preserving native species, such as the monarch butterfly. Our goal is to give local species the protection they need to survive and thrive. There's a long road ahead, but we're laying the foundations upon which we can build a brighter future for butterflies and other species.
There seems to be a challenge that impacts everyone, animals and humans, and it won't be easy.
It's about education, it's about coming together and key learnings and how to make sure that we're taking care of the land in ways that obviously are work for municipalities who are trying to carry out this work, and coming together as a group of like-minded people and organizations trying to make a difference. With roadside restoration, it's a multi-year approach before you actually see results. We're still at the beginning. There's a lot of work to do, but I will say that the feedback that we've heard from surrounding municipalities and, people has largely been very positive.
It is up to us to restore 30% of the world's ecosystems by 2030, a major global biodiversity target set at the 2022 UN Biodiversity Conference. Infrastructure fosters development and improves people's lives. However, constructing this infrastructure also includes taking responsibility. This means doing our part by applying our knowledge and channeling resources for a better world and a healthier planet.
Therefore, as a company, it's critical to align our sustainability and business strategies in every single project. Only in this way can we pursue our economic targets while remaining focused on the social and environmental benefits of our work for the community and the planet.
We definitely think that this project has great benefits in terms of sustainability. These meadow projects, they help store carbon in the ground, they reduce drought effects, they help store rainfall and runoff, and they reduce the offput of temperature from roads and urban development. So there is a lot of aspects to these projects that have great sustainability benefits.
In addition, it also helps us to contribute to both national and global goals.
Sounds Like Infrastructure is a collaboration between Ferrovial and Yes We Cast. Thanks to Victoria Woodhouse, Tracy Etwell, and Christina Basil.
Want to hear more exciting stories? Check out our other Sounds Like Infrastructure episodes or visit our blog.
I'm Nikolai Tonello.
I am Bethany Ashcroft.
And this is
Sounds Like Infrastructure.